So people generally don't change from age to age. And this is where I got the idea from.
Did you think that was fair?
I think it was fair, absolutely.
I don't.
You agreed to do it, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You can't go back and say people never learn anything. You sound old at saying millennials, adults, teenagers, seniors. It never ends. There's the same shit all the fucking time.
And another thing that I saw is that life is just a game. You can climb the ladder, you can main a shit champion and be famous with it, you can find the bugs and abuse them, you can pay attention to the small details and praise them. Life is just a big old game.
And in the last 40 years, sperm counts in men have decreased by 50%, and the distance between the anus and the genitals in boys, aka the taint, has been shrinking.
What the chicken eats is really important for the quality of the egg. So if you feed your chicken with quality food, then the eggs will be higher quality too.
Designer eggs are when certain foods are deliberately given to the chickens to enhance the texture, taste, or nutrients of the egg. For example, the chickens of these eggs were fed scraps of tuna to enhance the brain-enriching nutrient DHA. So you get various types of eggs where the chicken was fed things like molasses, flaxseed oil, carrots and pumpkin. These were fed various types of herbs including basil, rosemary, and cinnamon.
In 1954, the sea in Istanbul, Bosphorus Sea, froze. And the minimum length between two lands in Istanbul is 700 meters. So 700 meters of sea, minimum, was frozen and people actually walked across it. People walked from one land to the other land on ice. And this also happened in 1800s. Of course, there's no video or image proof, but they say it's also happened in 1800s, in 1700s. So maybe we'll see the Bosphorus Sea getting frozen again, sometime close. This fucking triangle, I saw it in one of my studies. It's probably from ethics or whatever. And I just like to point out this bullshit triangle, because it's literally bullshit. Yeah, psychological needs, safety, love, belongingness, esteem, self-actualization. It doesn't go like this. In order to be self-actualized, some people may not need love and belonging. Some people may not need esteem. Safety doesn't have to be there to get esteem or love and belongings. So I don't really understand this triangle. I just saw it and I don't know. It looks like a bullshit I wanted to share. But yeah. This is probably not bullshit and probably I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is kind of fact actually. The ratio of gold and silver used to be 1 to 12. So in past you could have bring 12 kilograms of silver and got 1 kilogram of gold. Right now, the physical ratio of silver and gold is around 1 to 10. So physically, for every 10 kilogram of silver, there is around 1 kilogram of gold. The ratio in the markets though is around 1 to 100. So even though the physical ratio is around 1 to 10, in market, in order to buy 1 kilogram of gold, you need 100 kilograms of silver. And that's mainly because the gold and silver people buy in their bank is not backed. This is the biggest scam of the whole world, that you can buy silver from your bank and it's not even backed. You buy just a paper. Let's say you have 100 kilograms of gold. I don't know. This changed from bank to bank and from country to country, but actually the banks usually don't allow you to withdraw that amount of gold. They have like a withdrawal limit. So if you have 100 kilograms of gold, for example, maybe you can only withdraw 2 kilograms of it as gold and the rest as currency, as dollar or whatever your local currency is. And this is dangerous because in past, people wanted to transfer their gold to money or like get the gold from the bank. But the country just said, okay, yeah, we're going to stabilize the price of gold. So if you are selling it, even though let's say the price of gold is like, I don't know, it's like $5,000, US can just say like,
yeah, if you're selling it, you can only sell it from 2,000. If you're buying it, we sell it to you from 5K though. It's no problem.
It's bullshit. It's the biggest scam of the world. And also, don't forget that silver is used more in industry. So silver sounds a bit undervalued. Even though it sounds like undervalued, if Papa Goldman Sachs just decides to destroy it, it will be destroyed and we will get wrecked. Thank you, Papa Goldman Sachs, for having so much silver in the world and creating paper silver that is not really backed in the world. Thanks. Really nice of you.
Flies and butterflies can taste with their feet, and octopuses taste with their tentacles. But catfish can taste with their entire bodies.
There's a possibility that scientists are close to finding a new particle or a force. Something big that will keep us busy for a while. I just want to add this, that don't forget life is fragile. It's really easy to die, so be careful. Keep that in mind while you're doing stupid shit. Cool thing again, in 28 days, the physical dependence and effects of weed is completely gone.
If you make it to day 28 of no weed, all withdrawal symptoms disappear, your affected endocannabinoid system and CB1 receptors will return to baseline, and you might be able to understand a movie.
Ah, this is cool. I learned this while I was editing this video. In YouTube, over 720p, so over 720p resolution, the YouTube just separates the video and audio.
The entire US going vegan would be 2.6%. So if everybody were to do it 2.6, if 1/10 of that would do it, then it would be 0.26. That's not even measurable, okay? We are talking about changes here that are not even measurable.
And lastly, I just want to say, watch the Kurs Gezart video about black holes. The link is in the description. Bye.